Hey allihopa, I'm Teslava and this is issue 5 or chapter 5 in the All-Star Superman community project. And All-Star Superman for me has been quite a journey actually. I read it years ago and the first time I thought it was okay. I think some people think All-Star Superman is as friendly to new readers. It is, but in my opinion, I think it's like a glass of good wine. The more you know about wine and stuff and flavors and that stuff, the more you will enjoy from this modern classic. And I believe me, I've read it maybe 4 or 5 times, and I enjoyed it more and more because my knowledge of the Superman universe. One of my first issues when I read also Superman the first time was I was a bit unfamiliar with some of the side characters, the scientist on the in the first issue, the one with the rainbow clothes and such. I didn't really know who he was, and some other characters in the series. But later on, when I read more Superman stories, my knowledge grew, and maybe the second and third time I was really enjoying this book. It got so far, I enjoyed it so much that I actually got it I bought it in All-Star Absolute Edition, and it's beautiful. It's one of my Ferraris in my huge library. I don't have a huge library. It is actually a shelf, a small shelf in my small apartment. Nevertheless, for those who don't know this, I live in Stockholm, in Sweden, and my experience with Superman is a bit. The first time I experienced Superman was I was watching the first Superman movie with Christopher Reeves, and I thought it was terrific. So terrific that I picked up several Superman comic books in a grocery store nearby. It's very uncommon now that we have comic books or superhero books in grocery stores, or and I was so excited that I want to show these books to my uncle, who was probably the first person who introduced me to comic book reading. And this is a big special or interesting. When he saw my Superman books, he had this face. I couldn't really figure out what he thought about it. Then he asked me, what do you think about Superman? As a 10-year-old boy, I thought you immediately go for the powers, flying. He's fast, strong. He can shoot laser beams from his eyes, and I thought he was an exciting character, and he helped people. And instantly my uncle stopped me and intervened with another question. Okay, so you like that he helps people. Don't we have heroes in a society that helps people? I'm 10 years old now. I guess so. Well, yes, Matthias, we have that. We have policemen, we have firemen, doctors, teachers, and such. You should know that my uncle comes from a very he comes from a working family, you know, a poor one, and he always worked his way up, and such. And he has. I know now that he has some issues with superheroes overall, especially Superman. He told me later that his thought on Superman was that he got everything for free. He already had all these powers from the beginning, and then at this point he started asking me, okay, what about the police force in Metropolis during this time? He's very political for, you know. I mean, oh, I can't remember, but I said, oh yeah, we do fight against, prevent crime and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but doesn't Superman do that? I'm like, yes, okay. So he does their work, more or less. Okay, and what happens to the police work then when there is a God doing all their work? Yes, what is going to happen, Matthias, is that they're going to vanish. And we don't want that. His point is that Superman overshadowed. He made the, you know, the police department and such. Superman overshadowed them, and he made people ignore them in a way. I think ignore them, but I think Michael's point is that he made them look bad, and yeah, that was his thoughts. And what has that to do with Superman? Also Superman, it has to do with the Gospel of Lex Luthor, which is issue 5, and it's probably my favorite issue in the whole All-Star Superman graphic novel. I'm not gonna show you every page because this book is heavy and it's oversized, and I don't think you can see everything on the page. It's a bit disturbing for me, but because I think the art is really tremendous. Yeah, so we have Lex Luthor. Sorry, I'm not a pro at this. We have Lex Luthor here on trial. I'll forget about showing the pages here. He's on trial. He's on trial because of his crime against humanity, and his verdict is he's guilty, and a death sentence awaits him. And he's being transferred to Strikers Island, where Metropolis keeps their most dangerous criminals behind bars. And the famous, or I don't know if he's famous, but let's say the famous journalist Clark Kent is having a fantastic opportunity to interview the infamous Lex Luthor, and it's not going as planned. One of the few things that that I noticed is on this page. Lex Luthor is quite busy in prison while he waits his death sentence. The guards let him build robots in prison, and if I were a guard or some supervisor, I wouldn't let him touch anything. So it's just that he gets to work with these kind of things, it's quite surprising, but who am I to judge? Nevertheless, Clark Kent is here to ask him some question about well, his last days probably. But it seems that Lex Luthor has another thing going on. Another thing. First of all, when you read this issue, it's quite obvious that Lex Luthor think everyone else besides him is ants. They are replaceable, and well, they are not as worth as he is. Well, he and during when Clark Kent arrives, Lex Luthor invites him to a more of a tour in the prison, and starts preaching about some stuff. Some of these things is that Lex Luthor is obviously jealous of Superman. I haven't read much about Lex Luthor, but of what I've read, and my picture of Lex Luthor is that he's always been the top dog. He always been the smartest, always been the most successful person in the world. And but that was before Superman, and everyone looks up to Superman. Everyone adores him, and he feels a bit competitive. He feels a bit like, okay, I'm not very used to that. That's how I feel about Lex Luthor, and I think it's in some way. For example, here, this scenario. Lex Luthor is having an exercise. What's the point of showing these panels? What's the point of showing this dialogue? The dialogue tells us that Superman comes from another planet, he's everything for free, but I work out. I work several hours to have this body and such. I'm a worker. I do things. That's my impression, of course. And then one other thing is that Clark Kent is such a good actor in this issue. You know, he's clumsy, and he's a bit awkward, and how how Lex talks to him is like as Clark is a really small dog that's very cute, but a bit yeah, come on here, follow me, Ken, and I'll show you some stuff. And during this tour in the prison, we have this riot going on, and it will happen, and it's based on another villain breaking free from his chains, and it's the Parasite. Oh, so sorry again for where is he? Well, let's do this. And he has the ability to absorb energy from others, the guards and the prisoners. So, and the other prisoners attacks the guards, and it becomes this huge riot. And Lex Luthor isn't a very popular one because he thinks he's very outspoken, says, I will make this prison to my utopia, I will show them, and blah 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 and such. And during this riot, Clark is trying to protect Lex without his knowing. He will defeat Parasite in a way that keeps his secret hidden, of course, still secret. That's in a very interesting way. It's quite comedic, and the thing that I thought about this is why is Clark Kent having an interview with Lex? Of course, Lex is going to die. He's going to have this death sentence. But why are Clark seeing him, really? One of those thoughts that came to mind was that Clark Superman, one of the best thing that for me at least, what I like about Superman is that he sees the best in people, and I think this this interview, this meeting, is like trying to reach out last time, try to see if there's some light in Lex Luthor behind all the darkness and the ego and such. Maybe he can figure out a cure for himself, maybe. I still think, as you can tell from this this panel, Clark trying to ask Lex Luthor, okay, all these battles. Did you see? Oh, I forgot it. Clark is trying to ask if you and Superman can just stop battling each other and become friends. Do you know how much you could contribute with each other in society, maybe? And this is really what I think is interesting. Lex, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. And why is that? Because I have killed Superman. I'm killing Superman. I have tricked him into a trap, and he fell for it. And one of the things I forgot to say this is that during this riot, Lex is helping Kent escape. He's actually showing an escape route below his cell. And Clark asking, so why, if you have this hidden door, why haven't you escaped? Why? I don't need to. I'm quite comfortable. I'm satisfied. I'm killing Superman. He's going to die. I couldn't be more happy. And in a way, I feel that at the last page, that not sure that maybe do Clark think everything is lost? Is Lex Luthor a lost case? I don't know, because Lex Luthor, he's such an egomaniac. He's inside this box, and he doesn't really think of everyone outside it. In some way, does he think people will appreciate him if Superman didn't exist? Some way. You have to admire his ambition, though, that he thinks his brain will always outmatch strength from other opponents and such. And I think it's very... Lex Luthor was one of those villains that you're really impressed by how much he talks, and he usually backs it up until he gets defeated by Superman. But he's so charismatic in a way, and I actually thought this issue was really fun. It's black, I'm setting for it. I've never been more content in my life, and yeah, and I really enjoyed this issue. As I said, it's probably my favorite issue in this graphic novel. So that was everything for me to say. That's what my opinions about it. And I would say thank you for watching. I hope you watch the other YouTubers' videos about the issues, chapters as well. It's such a, for me it's a modern classic. And I would probably enjoy reading it even more after probably reading it several years from now. So if you don't know much about Superman, I wouldn't probably recommend it. People probably pick up something else, maybe Earth 1, Volume 1 and 2, and save All-Star Superman for last, because it will definitely be worth it. Thank you. Bye.